Hey guys, I'm Ian. So I think the main thing that I wanted to point out, it's been hinted at several times with everyone talking, but I think the most important thing is while you want to strive to work hard to, go get great grades, and as Sarah said, grades do not define who you are. And I wanted to say that that in this path, mistakes can happen. And I think the main issue is we always let the mistakes weigh us down. And I think that is something we need to stray away from because it's not something we need in our life. We want to be confident in whatever we do. And when we make mistakes, we feel like we learn from them, not like they just ruined an entire aspect of our life. Because this is still a learning.
Hi guys, I'm Nicole. So I think that what Sophia and Connor brought up, and also Ian, is very important to understand. I think just going into freshman year, it's kind of hard to just put yourself outside of the situation and realize that all of you are going on your individual personalized path through high school, and you're all going to have a different journey. So I think just remember that try not to feel pressured by like your peers. They may be taking 4 APs, and if they're passionate about that, then that's amazing. But if you happen to be really interested in a few classes, or let's say you're really passionate about like chemistry and you keep hearing that AP Chem is like super duper hard, I would say just don't be afraid of trying new things and challenging yourself and pursuing what sets your soul on fire, because that's what's going to make you stand out in the long run. When you do apply to colleges, that's way, way, way more important to people, to like the college application process, than your scores. Obviously, you want to do as good as you can. You want to be a great student, but yeah, make sure you're pursuing the things that you like, not just because like your friends are doing it or because you're being pressured to. So that'll help you enjoy your high school experience way more.
To hearing from Katie's song. I don't think we've heard from her yet.
Hi. I think sort of going off of what everyone said, like don't stack your APs so much. And I think a really great way to do that is sort of just plan ahead, I guess. Don't stress too much, but know sort of like what year you decide to take your different APs. But also remember that everything is probably subject to change as your interests change throughout high school, because it's not going to stay the same. And I think that's can be applied also to friendships. You're going to grow up. You're going to maybe grow out of a few friends, but you're going to make new friends, and you'll still be friends with your old friends, but you might not be as close as you used to be. But I think you just need to remember that that's okay, because we're all growing up, we're all learning, and so plan ahead sort of for classes and stuff, and also just realize if you sort of find yourself drifting from old friends that you're still fine, you're still friends, but I think it could be hard, but you're not alone in that. Everyone's probably going through some sort of growing up or some sort of change of friendships.
Your universe is going to get bigger than just this little screen in front of you. Let that happen. That's going to be okay. I'm still seeing a few of our link leaders that would love to share some advice with you, and I am super excited about how much you guys are just bringing off the top of your heads. But I want to make sure if there are any freshmen that have questions that are just burning deep in your soul, let me know. Raise your hand digitally so that we can answer that. And yes, we do see what you guys are doing, some of you on your screens. So just wanted you guys to know that. Let us hear from Isabel. I can't remember if we've heard from Isabel. Let's hear from Isabel.
Hi guys, so I'm Isabel, and we're just I'm just going off of about a few people saying about your mental health, which I don't think I understood fully about how much it mattered when I went into high school. And I obviously wanted to thrive in high school, and so does everyone else, but it's not common knowledge that if you're not mentally well and mentally healthy, that you will not thrive. You might be thriving in academics for a while, but then eventually, if you're not keeping track of your mental health and having a good group of friends who constantly check up on you and you constantly checking up on them, it will eventually drag you down which I have known. So my main advice is to have a really great, like, core group of friends. It does not have to be a million people. It can only be 1, 2, or 3 people, and you just need these friends to constantly check up on you and you pushing back the same energy, just to have a better chance of creating a good mental health for your high school career.
Absolutely, Isabel. So we can keep going because we do have people that are lined up to share their wisdom and knowledge with you. If for some reason you guys have some pressing thing that you need to go and do, by all means, feel free to take this time. It looks like some of you are taking phone calls and stuff. You know, do you? But let's hear from Cole Davis.
Hi, everyone. So I really wanted to talk about mental health because it's something that I definitely suffered with last year for sure. And it's because I thought that I could do everything I wanted to do and stretched myself so thin that by the time that I realized I had done that, I was not succeeding in everything that I had signed up for to the capacity that I had hoped for and had done before. I think my main advice is don't stretch yourself too thin, because you won't realize that you have until it's either too late so that you can't get out of things or you're in too deep. Because then that will impact everything you have signed up for and will kind of you'll have to lower your expectations in the end, and you might not succeed as well as you had hoped to do so.
Very good. Thanks, Cole. Let's hear from Emma Kodavarian. We haven't heard from her yet.
Hey everyone, my name's Emma. So I definitely am totally resonating with everything that everyone is saying right now. I think it's really important to note that the best schedule always has a good 25% gap of space. So if you don't even have an hour to spare with what you're doing, you're not going to be successful in any of the things that you're doing, which is definitely something to note. I think it's important to have free time just to unwind, but it's also important to have that space to be able to really capitalize on what you're doing. And even if there's something that you're really passionate about that CV doesn't necessarily have to offer, seek it out outside of school. Meet people that can provide you those opportunities to really take advantage of your passions and your interests, because that's really important too, especially for college. So, yeah.
Great. All right, thanks. What about Lucy? Let's hear from Lucy.
Hi. So what I really want to say is that high school is just what you make of it. You could be super serious with academics, and that could be your entire goal for all of high school and graduate with some crazy high GPA. And if that's what you actually want to do, you can do that. Or you can have a high school experience that is all social. It's hanging out with friends all the time. Really what I've discovered over the last 2 years is finding the balance that works right for you and works for your goals. Because if you don't find that balance, it's not going to be a complete high school experience. You're not going to be able to look back and just have no regrets on high school at all. And it sounds silly, but you attract the energy that you put out. And always just remember to be kind, because we've already talked a lot about, the Link leaders have talked about people having mental health struggles. And some people, you never know what they might be struggling with. So make sure to always find the balance in your academics, in your social life, and put out a kind, energy, because you're going to attract that into your life too.
Sorry about that. One thing that I really wanted to point out is the fact that your teachers and your parents are kind of worried about some of you. You guys have been in your bedrooms for 5 months with the door closed and the windows drawn, and you're staring at these screens. It's really important for you guys at this point in your brain growth and your social experience to get out there and do some stuff. Maybe something that you never had thought about doing before. If it's on a screen, it's oftentimes it can be anonymous, and just try to do some stuff. we're excited because we've got some really fun activities planned, including scavenger hunts and photo challenges. We may not be together and physically, you know, being able to poke at each other, but being together like this on a screen is almost as good. And it's there to help you. So when you start seeing information about an upcoming, you know, trivia night, or the board game night, or maybe not board games, I guess it's more like video game night, jump in, participate. You know, you can show up and go, I don't know the answers to any of these things, but it could be something that you know everything about. You never know. You could possibly win some pretty cool prizes. So again, take advantage of these opportunities. We're going to hear from a couple more people because time is getting short. We haven't heard from Yuri yet.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Okay, hi, I'm Yuri, and I just want to point out that although what everyone has been saying about academics is completely true, you have to find your balance between academics and social life, and you should challenge yourself, but don't push yourself to where you can't complete those challenges. I just want to focus on like your mental health and how you see yourself, because everything on social media has become like, oh, she's so pretty, or like he's so good looking, or he has abs, or she has like a great body. But you should take care of yourself and what works for your body. You have to eat food, or you don't over exercise because it's not good for you. And you just have to stay healthy. You just try your best. I know it's like difficult sometimes, but you have to remember to take care of yourself and try to complete those like little tasks in everyday life. Otherwise, sometimes it gets too much, and you might start to struggle so much that you can't even complete schoolwork. And even with that, you can talk to your counselors, and they can definitely help you. They will help you get through school. If you can't get through it yourself on like everyone else's pace, you would find your own pace. So I think it's just really important. Don't compare yourself to other students or other classmates, because you might start to feel horrible about yourself. But everything you do is meant for you, and you guys are like perfect for whatever you're doing. You're on your own path. You shouldn't like imagine yourself in someone else's shoes.
Love it. Thanks, Yuri. What about Elizabeth Yim? What do you got to tell us, Elizabeth?
So I just want to add on to like what Yuri was saying about the whole like social aspect of high school. I just want to say like you guys should be confident in yourself and not care what other people think, and like don't go by like the social like standards that people have. I also wanted to say that surround yourself with good people, surround yourself by good people, okay? Don't be friends with people who tear you down or like say bad things about other people as well. Like, don't surround yourself by them, because then you're just going to be stuck with those people, and you would not want to be stuck with those people. So just like good people.
Great advice. Great advice. So it is now 11:07, and we had planned to end this in approximately 8 minutes. We have heard tons and tons from our link leaders, and there's still looks like 3 more people that have some things that they'd like to 4 people that would like to share with you. But I just want to encourage freshmen, if there's any questions that you guys can think of, no matter how silly you think it might be, you know, you can even leave your video camera off so we can't see your face. But if there's anything that you guys are wondering about, we wanna hear what you have to ask. Okay, we're here for you, my friends. All right, so we've got 4 more people, and I'm gonna cut it off at that point. So let's hear from Bennett.
I just wanted to say one more thing. I'm gonna go off what Elizabeth said. Just don't when you're in like high school and all that stuff, you want to be like movies and all that stuff paint the narrative of the popular group or the popular people. I would say don't have that narrative, don't have that mindset going in. If you become friends with people and they're doing stuff that you don't like and that makes you uncomfortable and makes you not what like you would do, just don't just leave the group. You can still talk to them, you can still hang out with them sometimes, but if that's not what you want in your life and that's not what you want as a person as well, just surround yourself with people that you like and surround yourself with people that makes you you and makes you the best you and makes you the happiest you like for you. And so there's a lot of yous, but like this, like going into high school is a big change in everyone's life, and that comes with big consequences. And so the fact that this is over like online and stuff, you guys are already rock stars for that. So just make high school the best for you as possible. And so that's leaving people back in middle school, then totally fine, do that. But it's your mental health that's more important than the people that you hang out with. So I just want to say that.
Matthew, what do you got to share with us?
So yeah, mental health's a really important discussion. So I felt kind of guilty for bringing up academics as the first thing I brought up. But you know, just say it, okay? Like, so social life, right? I think that it's okay to have a small group of friends. Like, I was thinking about things I could say about social life, but then I realized like I only have like 1 or 2 friends that I'm really close with. So it's kind of awkward for me to comment on that because like I don't really have that big group. But yeah, like I have like 1 to 2 I have like 1 or 2 friends that I'm really close with, and then I'm completely satisfied with that. But like to go off of like mental health, I feel like mental health is extremely important, right? And there's a lot of things we can do to deal with mental health issues, right? People are developing new hotlines, and I think most important for high schoolers to know is that teachers' office hours are not entirely exclusive to academics. So though you can enter any teacher's classroom during their office hours and then talk about academics, talk about your grades, and talk about college admissions, it's not entirely limited to that. You're entirely free to just enter in a teacher's office hours and then talk with them about anything you really want to do. But like even I think more helpful than that, even more productive than that, finding a passion in high school will seriously help you cope with mental health issues. And it'll also help you develop a spike in high school, right? And this is for college admissions again. You don't entirely have to be well-rounded in high school in order to get into a good college. A lot of what extremely selective colleges look for is a spike in your application, which is a subject that you're especially devoted to and interested in, right? So if it's robotics, then it would be best for you to join computer AP Comp Sci and then robotics club, and then, you know, maybe an internship during the summer. But helping yourself by finding that passion and then molding your application around that will both like help you seek direction in your life as well as build yourself more as a person. So yeah, academics, very good. Okay, so.
2 more people, and we're going to end on a positive note. So Lori and then Nicole are going to share their information, and then we are going to be out of here really quickly, guys. Go ahead, Lori.
Work hard, but don't stress too much. If you don't get the grade that you want, that's okay. Just keep going and working hard, because teachers really can tell when you work hard and you put in that extra effort in. And that's just the extra.
Oh, did we lose her?
That's just the little advice that I have. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And Nicole.
Hi, sorry, I may have had a little trouble with my mic earlier, but I agree with mental health. I think that it's good to have that spike in your application, but also try to seek balance. And I think we may have touched on it a little bit, but don't be afraid to join a sports team, for example. And there's always going to be a place for everyone. And I've learned from my 2 years at CV that you really do develop a really close-knit relationship with the players on your team. And a lot of the times you find that I happen to play for the girls soccer team, and the girls like on that team, they've become we've all become super close, because you realize those girls that you're playing with have a lot in common with you. And so just finding people that you share things in common with and that have your back is just crucial to maintaining that stability emotionally and with your mental health. And I think a lot of people sometimes don't realize that having that, well, I'd say student athletes, they can perform very, very well in school due to this balance. Having that break to give yourself a little bit of like a rest to get your mind off of studying and cramming for those hard classes really can de-stress you and make you kind of come back with a clean slate and even maybe outperform those who were studying for those 7 hours straight. So that's my 2 bits of information. So.
We're going to start wrapping this up really, really quickly. Don't forget, in the chat, I put in the Link Crew Instagram. So it's Link Crew _CVHS. Lots of good information there. We want you guys to stay connected. Another, I guess, Twitter is at high school YouTube page. That's listed there in the chat as well.
Yes, Ms. Spears, I shamelessly put that information in the chat.
No shame.
Everyone, everyone, those links there are the official admin-run Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They're also linked to our website, and we have an official YouTube page. So if you subscribe and follow all that stuff, you'll get to see the same thing your parents are seeing. You know, and it's worth a scroll and a join. I do administer all those. I'm working on getting an official CVHS TikTok. As long as it doesn't get banned, it's going to be a lot of fun. I know we're going to get it all working, you know, sooner or later. So back to you, Ms. Pierce.
Sure. And Dana, I was just realizing that ASB, or there's a school student. Are you able to share that information with us, Dana?
Yeah, so it's actually just, there's 2 CVHS Instagrams, and one of them is run by ASB, and I think the other one is run by Mr. Gallimore.
Okay.
But the ASB one is, I think it's just CVHS Falcons. Yeah, it's CVHS _Falcons. And that's
Okay,
the one that's
so
run by ASB.
And I love it, you guys. I'm getting notifications. I see people are already starting to join YouTube.
Yay!
So thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for the love.
Perfect.
It's really great.
That's all we have for you guys today. You know, we want to thank you guys for sticking with us as long as you did. Oh, there's Leon. Leon, did you want to share something?
Yeah, sure. I'll share something.
Okay.
I think it's amazing that we have so many opportunities, so many athletic programs, so many academics, and we've been talking about that a lot. And the thing that's come up a lot is thinking about college. And I think that's the thing that you don't really need to do. You don't really need to think about college right now. It's a little bit crazy to stress over it now. And you don't need to join opportunities just for college. You don't need to join opportunities because you feel that you need to. You just need to find things that you enjoy for yourself, and they don't even have to be in school. They can be out of school opportunities. Join the classes, join the APs that interest you, and don't feel pressured by the school community, the college applications. Don't feel pressured by anything. Do what makes you happy and what you really like.
Thank you so much, Leon. That is definitely a good word of advice to end this on. Guys, we do want to thank you for sticking it out. You know, there's lots of issues have come up, and be on the lookout. We are going to send some information out to you and kind of save this whole experience and make sure that we can that we can still communicate with you guys and share some more information with you. So again, thanks. Be safe out there. Good luck with this school year. going to be crazy, but it's going to be amazing. And have a great day, guys. You are free to exit out.
Howdy, FNCS